We'll be live.
What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So this video is going to be a little bit different. It's more for the football people out there, and this one's actually going to be my playoff predictions. Now, I have been right on a few of them, and I'm going to be honest, I did miss one. So, the predictions I got right were the Bears and the Rams, 49ers, Bills, and then the one I didn't get correct was the Chargers. I really wanted the Chargers to win, but the Patriots won. Now, okay, so I don't know how the bracket's looking right now. Let me look at the bracket real quick so I can match it. But I want to predict the rest of them. I know I didn't make a video about this before, but I really wanted to pulling it up on my phone so that way I can actually see the bracket. So that way I can actually know who's going against who. So it's the Broncos versus the Bills. So can I move them over there? No, it's not. Nope, they're not champions. Trying to figure out how to do this. No. Okay, so yes, Patriots, it's going to be versus them too. So then, and then we got the Bears, right? Going against the Rams. Bears versus the Rams. 49ers versus... Okay, there we go. So the only one that's not right is these two. Okay. So other than that aside, so we know the Bills won. My predictions for... So I got this one wrong. So the Chargers versus the Patriots. Patriots won by, what was it? 16-3. They only got a field goal. And if they're going against either the Texans or the Steelers, which I don't really care which one wins. Obviously, because I'm a Chiefs fan. Chiefs aren't in the playoffs. A part of me wants the Steelers to win because of Aaron Rodgers. He is really old now, and I think it'd be a big play for him if he made it to the playoffs. Or not to the playoffs, to the conference, to even the Super Bowl. That'd be crazy. But the Texans, so let me look up how everyone's doing because it's been a minute since I've looked everything up. So the Steelers are 10-7, and then the Texans are 12-5. But I do think this might be a close game. Now, in my opinion, the Texans do have a big ego. And I know somebody that I work with that wants the Texans to win so badly. Because, the Chiefs were named Texans before. So, I'm going to say because debating on the odds, I want the Steelers to win. How it's gone all season is the people with the less, less wins. So, for instance, the Bills versus the, or the 49ers won against the Eagles, which I'm so happy about. So, you got the Bills versus Jaguars Bills won. Everything's by 1 point. Today the Texans play the Steelers, and it's gonna be crazy. So I'm gonna wait on that. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna. I can't wait because it's today. So I'm gonna say the Texans will win because I feel like Aaron Rodgers, he's had a lot of luck. I will say I think he's had a lot of luck. and I think that in the playoffs that the Texans are going to beat them again, probably like 1 point. But I mean, debate like so. If I want to go to the Steelers' old games. I mean, I think that the Steelers have only won. Like they're. I mean they. Yes, they've had good games, but they've like won by like one. Yeah, like 24-29. I mean, you got 27-22. The Bills wiped them. The Bears beat them. The Chargers, the Packers. I mean, they've beaten, and then the Seahawks have beat them. So I think the Texans will take this one and move on to the Patriots. And then the Bills. Oh, finally, great. Um. So then from here, I want the Bills to win out of this. I'm going to be blatantly honest. I do not like the Broncos. I think they have been too lucky. Just like how last year everyone was like, the Chiefs don't deserve to go to the Super Bowl. They've won. Like the Broncos are doing the same thing this year as the Chiefs did last year, and I'm not going to hide it. Yes, the Chiefs won by like 1 point every time, and I think they didn't like. Yes, they did not deserve to go to the Super Bowl, but they did. They won. They did. They got to it. Past tense now. They're not there anymore. But the Bills, I say, will go to the conference over the Broncos. If the Broncos somehow win that, I'm going to be one. Sorry, I got a phone call. Anyways, as I was saying, don't want the Broncos to win. So, the Texans versus the Patriots. I think the Patriots won against the Patriots won against the Chargers. They're both fumbling though a lot. I'm gonna say Texans take it. I do not want the Patriots winning, so I'm gonna say Texans take it. It's gonna be a Bills versus Texans conference. On to the other divisional. I don't want the Rams winning. And to be honest, I don't want the 49ers winning either, so I want the Seahawks. I want it to be a Bears and Seahawks. I think the Bears will win it out of the Rams. It's kind of like a hot take. I do think so. I will say this, I wouldn't be surprised if the Rams won because the Rams I think are aggressive. But I do think that the Bears do have what it takes to beat them, but it's going to be rough. It's going to be a close win. And then the Seahawks, they've been doing great, so I think, and they've had rest, so I think they'll take it over the 49ers. So now it's going to be conference. Who will go to the Super Bowl? Bills versus Texans. I think the way the Bills played against the Jags, I think the Texans will win and go to the Super Bowl. Because the Bills were a little shaken up, and then they're probably going to be more shaken up after they play Broncos. And then the Bears versus I'm going to say Seahawks, dude. Seahawks are going to win that. And so now it's going to be a Super Bowl, which everyone's been hoping for, just a new set of players for the Super Bowl. And it's going to be Texans versus the Seahawks, which is going to be crazy. And then if you ask me who's going to win in this Super Bowl, I'm going to hope it's the Texans. I'm going to hope Texans take it home. I'm going to hope Texans take it home. And if it's the other way around, it's the Bills, I'd be super happy for Josh Allen. Super happy for Josh Allen. So either way, it could, you know what? You could switch these around. It could be Bills versus Seahawks, then the Bills win. I just want the AFC to win. And I think that the Texans will take it home. So those are my predictions for the NFL season. Let me know what you guys think. I'll do another bracket for next year. So let me know what you guys think about that. Let me know in the comments down below if I should. I don't know a ton about football, but I do know what I like to see. I've watched, I would say, a decent some of these games, and like I watched the Bills versus Jags. I tried listening to the Patriots versus the Chargers. It was just a little boring. 49ers versus Eagles. I was super happy when I saw them lose. The Eagles lose. The Rams versus Panthers. I watched the Bears versus Green Bay. I watched a little bit of it, but it was a really close game. Um, but yeah, super excited. Let me know in the comments down below what your guys' predictions are, and I will talk to y'all in the next one. Make sure to like, subscribe if you guys haven't already, and I'll see you on the next one. Deuces.